Okay. Give it about 1 or 2 more minutes, and then we'll get started. I'm sorry, I had 10:30 on my calendar because I teach a class at 12. But when I looked on the registration, it's 11. So here we are, and it's fine. And I see, Shar, you're still connecting to audio, so hopefully you can hear me. Okay. Let me see my volumes. Maybe my volume's really low and I can't. Good. Well, hi everyone. Again, hopefully you can hear me. I had 10:30 on my calendar because I teach a 12 o'clock class, but when I looked when I went on the registration and I saw 11, we're good. So anyway, welcome today to Fitness Trends 2024. I'm always interested in looking at what's new and different. Some of the stuff is sustainable. Some of it is, it's a personality thing. There's always something for everyone. Good morning. That might not work for one person, work for another. Some options are really extreme, but get the job done. But if you don't have the emotional, mental ability to stick with it, it's not for you. So these are the kinds of, we're just going to be talking about different things out there that you can consider for this year that are popular. So anyway, let's get started. I'm going to share my screen, take myself off of, here we go. And it always kills me because I got to move this off way. Okay, let's get, here we are. And hold on. Here we go. Fitness Trends 2024. This is my 4th year doing this, and it's always interesting. Some stuff stays, some stuff doesn't, but let's keep it moving. It's the Blessed New Year, and it's my 4th annual look at fitness trends and workouts for the new year. Who's surprised that A1 assisted, or A1, right? Our artificial intelligence assisted workouts are one of the top contenders. AI, excuse me, AI. While at-home workouts are here to stay, the overall approach to wellness has shifted. Not only are people focusing their efforts on how they work out, but also why. And as technology continues to evolve, many of us are beginning to take a more scientific approach to our health, ditching get fit fast models for holistic methodologies that offer benefits that extend beyond physical strength. If you're wearing a smartwatch while engaging in a workout at home or cycling in-studio session, you may already be ahead of the curve for what's to come. More tech, shorter workouts, hybrid gym experiences are just a few of the fitness trends you'll want to try if you haven't already. Pure Gym, which is a company out of London, did a kind of Google search and analysis of fitness trends in London. And I think, we are kind of mirroring them in a lot of ways. So I think some of the information they gathered here affects us. And these are just kind of the trends of where we are today as a population. 23% of the population do not consider themselves to be healthy from any point of view. Women are more likely to consider themselves as being unhealthy. Last year, research showed that living through the pandemic impacted attitudes towards people's health, with 79% of the population considering their health more of a priority than it had been pre-pandemic. Women are far more likely to exercise to lose weight than men. But there are a lot of positives out of the search. For instance, anyone that takes part in physical activities or exercise is doing so regularly, with 87% exercising at least once per week. And the benefits are clear. Folks are saying that when they exercise, they see an improvement in their mental health, mood, anxiety, and stress levels. YouTube is the most popular type of app digital content used to support both home workouts and gym workouts. And almost a quarter of people say they have used AI for fitness advice, exercise, inspiration. So it's just, an idea of what the population is thinking. Where do you fit in this? Let's keep it moving. Based on Google searches, these are the top 10 fitness trends based on 2023 Google searches. Wall Pilates, Tarzan movement, Pvolve, high rocks, exercise snacking, cycle syncing, which is actually not what I thought it was, 75 soft, which is a workout concept, HIIT, and 75 hard. So we're going to look first at wall Pilates. As you know, most of you know, I do teach Pilates here at Durham County, and I'm just a big Pilates guru. I think it's a quality of life workout. It's all about your core. Your core dictates basically how you live, how you walk, how you sit, how you turn, how you pick up things. So, the strength of your core is the strength of you. And wall Pilates is set to be a big trend. As you can see, there was a 4,461% increase in searches for it. It's a low-cost workout that's very easy to do from home. It's also a creative way to change up your regular routine, particularly for those who have been practicing Pilates for a while. It's great for beginners. And veterans, with the addition of the wall adding both stability and resistance to each movement. That wall provides an extra layer of support and stability, something that's beneficial for beginners, seniors, and people with injuries. Mat Pilates and Reformer Pilates also were featured in the top 20 searches for 2023, looking at 2024. So I would say they are also trends to consider. And you've heard my spiel on Mat Pilates. Next one, Tarzan movement. This is an emerging trend, and teaches followers to embrace their inner gorilla by walking on all fours and swinging from trees. This is based in Spain, and the Tarzan movement founder, Victor Fleites, and his group of instructors offer classes that include climbing trees on all fours, swinging from vines, squatting, making ape noises, and learning to mimic animal movements throughout the forest. Fleites says it is important to not forget that we are animals. We come from the ape family, and it's time to recognize the animal side of our human existence. These pursuits might seem primitive and frivolous. However, monkeying around is apparently a great workout because it entails crawling, bending, rolling on all fours, and other activities that involve minimal equipment. Now, I hasten to say minimal equipment means you got a forest or a jungle nearby. So let's just, you know, stop there. The goal, according to the website, is the quest for enlightenment to incorporate the way we observe life with fresh eyes and connect with our animal roots.
Mhm.
So again, videos show the creator will go swinging through trees, but I say the obstacle is where are the forests and jungles near here? You really have to find a space to do that. But it's been really well searched. This is very close to another um, workout that actually was popular last year in our searches, but because it's so similar, I'm going to bring it up. It's called Primal Moves, and it's very similar. It deals with 8 basic animal movements, and this was a big Pinterest search. Crawling, kicking, crouching, squatting, as if you belong on the left side of the human evolution chart. It refers to movements humans have been doing naturally for hundreds, even thousands of years. And it's just a very simple way of looking at your workout, but doing it in ways that um, might cause attention to yourself as you're, you know, running around on all fours and acting like an animal. But these are the ways our bodies move. And so it is a very natural way to work out. Next one, Pvolve. This is a workout method that combines low impact functional movement and specially designed fitness equipment to tone, sculpt, and strengthen. It works best with a pricey $562 accessory bundle. The classes themselves, I think, are about $15 each, online when you get a subscription. But the bundle is what, makes this work so well. And so that's the kind of entry cost to get to this. It's not a new workout. It's been around for several years, but because Jennifer Aniston, the actor, has been endorsing it and thinks it's the best thing since sliced bread, she has breathed new life into this workout format. The founder says the workout is designed with the female body in mind and can truly support us in all stages of life because women's bodies are constantly changing and in need of different things. The philosophy is that from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to bed, we are moving in 3D. Our bodies are moving in all planes of motion. We're reaching, we're rotating, we're bending. And if we apply those principles to the way we worked out, imagine how great the rest of our day is going to feel. That's a quote. So one of the reviewers that did the Pvolve noted that they began incorporating some of the class cues in their everyday movements because the class is about doing the kinds of things that would help you in your everyday moves, bending again. And I think we're seeing a theme here between Tarzan, between Pvolve, as exercise perspectives are more on what's going to best allow us to move in the real world. There are more than 1,400 on-demand classes, plus you can sign up for live virtual classes, or they have some studios up now, and they're hoping to have 250 more studios by 2025. And you can join curated series with options ranging from improving knee stability, ankle strength, to those designed to support women's wellness, think menopause, pelvic floor strengthening. And these are some of the pros and cons. Again, it's been highly researched. There are a lot of good reviews and responses to this workout, but you got to put your money down first because there's a lot of toys that go with it. There's thousands of online on-demand classes, like we mentioned. These are some of the pros. User-friendly platform with an excellent focus on form and body function. Good instructors, and focus on small intentional movements. This is very similar to bar method classes, which I'm not going to go into today, but that also focuses on small intentional movements. Some of the cons of Pvolve: not as effective without the precision mat, the P-ball, and all the other stuff that goes with it. It doesn't incorporate music, which isn't a deal breaker, but I know for me, when I work out, I like music. And there's not a lot of stretching, although they do have a standalone stretching class. But it's interesting to try, and if nothing else has worked and you've got some spare change, I think it's a worthwhile pursuit. High rocks. This is the next one we're going to look at. A lot of search on this. This is a global fitness race. And so you are globally working against other folks, and participants from all around the world compete in the exact same format. The race starts with a 1K run, followed by one functional movement, and you repeat it 8 times. So by the end, you've done an 8K run and you've done 8 functional exercises. Each race is hosted indoors and usually in expansive exhibition halls, creating an immersive and electrifying race where your friends can come to support you. High Rocks takes place all over the world, with each event being exactly the same. The event is popular with runners, triathlete folks, CrossFit athletes, and anyone who just wants to, try competitive perspective to their workout. My daughter has some friends who compete in these races, and they're pretty exciting. And what it does, it gives you access to be part of a competition. Whether you win, whether you lose, whatever, you're in a place where you're working against others, and you're doing some fun things. So again, something to consider. Not sure about the cost on this, but you might want to Google and get more information if you're a competitive soul. Another big search was mini workouts, exercise snacking. And if you're too busy to work out, you can try this. It's set to make the new year a whole lot tastier. And we're not talking about your favorite pre and post workout treats, but finding 5 or 10 minutes to get a burst of fitness throughout your mini workout day. Mini workouts combine cardio, strength, and mobility exercises and can be spread out throughout the day, again, for 5 or 10 minutes each. A mini workout is perfect for people who want to stay fit, but don't have 45 minutes for an hour long, or 45 minutes or an hour for a workout. Most people think of exercise as something that requires a lot of effort and time. Okay. Most people think exercise is something that requires a lot of effort and time and a change of clothing. Mini workouts appeal to people who don't have the time or motivation for one big workout. Running errands can be a mini workout, even if it's a 30-second sprint of a flight of stairs, carrying shopping bags instead of using a cart, or just walking at a faster pace. Bodyweight exercises are a great option when doing a micro session. I look at sometimes, when you're washing dishes or at the sink and doing, releves, coming up on your toes and squatting down. This is something you can do while you're doing an errand, and it gives you a muscle or a body weight workout that doesn't take a lot of time. And you'd be surprised at the health benefits. In 2019, researchers in London found that regular exercise snacking could have surprising results with noticeable improvements after only 4 weeks. Performing bite-sized workouts throughout the day can also make it easier to adhere to an exercise program and experience the many benefits of regular exercise. The next search is called cycle syncing. And I find this very interesting for women. Cycle syncing is when you change lifestyle habits like your diet or exercise routine to match the phases of your menstrual cycle. By doing this, you become more in tune with your hormonal needs and better able to manage your cycle. Studies show that hormone fluctuations over the monthly menstrual cycle play a crucial role in our body's responses. They affect our emotional status, appetite, thought process, and a lot more. Women report high levels of well-being and self-esteem during the middle of the cycle in the study. And then they showed increased feelings of anxiety, hostility, and depression right before their period. And a lot of us can relate to that. Women become more comfortable tracking their cycle in a calendar form. When women become more comfortable tracking their cycle in a calendar form and are in touch with their feelings each week of their cycle in real time, let me rephrase this. Women become comfortable tracking their cycle in calendar form, and they are in track with their feelings each week of their cycle in real time. So you're talking about, you're understanding, you're kind of tracking, how am I feeling at this part of my menstrual cycle? Am I frazzled? Am I calm? Am I, is everything fine? Then you create a calendar based on the phases and plans, and you create a calendar together of phases and plans and project how to prioritize what workouts, social engagements, self-care, and relationship activities to engage in. So again, being very mindful of how you feel tracking your menstrual cycle. And here's some of the cycle syncing suggestions, just on a general basis. When you're on your menstrual cycle, they suggest light movements, rest is key, pamper yourself, focus on, restorative yoga, opt for meditative walks through nature rather than pushing yourself. When you're in the follicular stage, which is developing the egg is moving towards ovulation, try light cardio. Your hormones are still low, especially testosterone. Think of hiking, light runs, and more flow-based yoga that works up a sweat. During ovulation, your testosterone and estrogen levels are peaking. There, you want to maximize your potential. Try exercises like high-intensity interval training or a spin class, things that really require a lot of energy. In the luteal phase, which is post-ovulation, during this time, progesterone is on the rise as testosterone and estrogen deplete. Opt for strength training exercises like Pilates and more intense versions of yoga. Again, this is just a guide, and listen to how you feel, but it is worthwhile, I think, considering when we're trying to, motivate ourselves and maybe figure out why we're not consistently working out. Maybe we're focusing on, I got to do this, high intensity HIIT class, when your body's at a point where it needs a different type of workout. Something to consider. The next one, 75 Hard. This is a, it's had about 1 billion views on TikTok. 1 billion, do you hear me? And it's a hashtag, it's a 75-day challenge program that requires following a strict set of 5 daily rules involving diet, exercise, reading, and no alcohol. Its founders characterize it as mental toughness, and it's a program that's an Ironman for your brain. This is a toughie, guys. So if this is something you really have to decide you want to do this, and it's not for the faint of mind. First, you have to choose. You have to have 2 45-minute workouts in one day. One must be outside. You have to choose a diet based on your goals and stick to it. No cheating and no alcohol. Some of the diets you can consider are the Mediterranean diet, the keto diet, vegan diet, paleo diet, pagan, DASH, Whole30. These are all different sort of trendy eating trends that you can pick to be part of this. You have to drink 1 gallon of water. You have to read 10 pages of something that's nonfiction, personal development, think of personal development, and take a progress picture. Now, here's the thing. If one task is overlooked or partially completed, you have to start the 75 days all over again. Exactly. This is not for, again, this is a special kind of person, but it's at 1 billion views. And there's a lot of folks who have shown their post 75 hard, bodies and strength and whatever. And it's very encouraging.
So you have to do all of these every day for 75 days.
75 days. And I mean, not even a cheat, not even an ice cream. Okay. Yeah, no alcohol, you gotta drink a gallon of water. If you drink
a gallon of water a day,
you gotta start. It is not. This is, again, they call it the what do you call the Iron Man for the brain?
No wonder they call it hard.
Yeah, hard. If you're interested in starting a fitness program like this, it's important that you weigh the risk and advantages and how they relate to your individual level of physical health and mental health. Because there's some mental issues here if you're the type of person that is just gets really upset with failure, or is an extreme, I don't want to call it anorexic type, but you've got to really know who you are in this. This model could be helpful for people who are trying to create major behavior changes because it's very structured and easy to follow and offers an accountability component with taking pictures to visually see your progress. But if the intense rules don't feel like fun to you, that's okay. Most of us don't need to climb a mountain. We just need more movement in our lives. But again, just keeping you posted on the trends of 2024. I should note that there is something called 75 Soft, which is a more flexible, beginner-friendly challenge. This includes eat well and only consume alcohol during social occasions, work out for 45 minutes per day with 1 day of active recovery each week, drink 3 liters of water each day, and read 10 pages of any book. That's 75 Soft. That's your option. Next one, high intensity interval training. I keep this on there because it is always popular, and it's been popular for many years. I include this because it continues to be, again, a popular exercise format for conditioning and losing weight. These exercises typically involve a short burst of high intensity bouts of exercise, followed by a short period of rest. Think 25 seconds of burpees and 15 to 20 seconds of rest before the next set of burpees or whatever intense exercise you're going to do. Although there are a variety of HIIT formats and programs, all emphasize higher intensity of maximum heart rates. So this is for someone who really wants to go hard. So when you're doing those high intensity pieces and then resting and back and forth, you're really trying to get your heart rate up 85, 90% of max, which is for someone who, is pretty conditioned and wants to go to the next level on their workouts. The fat burning zone is usually considered to be 75 to 85% of max heart rate. That's where you're going to probably get, the best result for supposedly fat burning. But I would say doing this workout, that's where, people see weight loss and all the things and getting stronger in maybe a quicker period of time. Despite warnings by some fitness professionals of potentially increased injury rates using HIIT, this form of exercise has been popular in gyms all over the world, primarily because participants see results. Restorative care, this really blew up during the pandemic and continues to be a popular trend. And I don't think it's going anywhere. I'm not going to call it a trend anymore, but it's about restorative fitness, in particular, self-care for our mental and emotional health. In today's fast-paced world, people are seeking solace and balance. In an age dominated by digital distractions and constant connectivity, the allure of mindfulness lies in its ability to offer a refuge of calm. This category has been gaining traction But especially since the turmoil and uncertainty of the pandemic, restorative fitness genres include yoga, Pilates. They have something called restorative walks, mindful running, running while listening to, while listening to restorative or how can I put it, self-help kinds of conversations, things are going to allow you to really focus in on yourself. Again, it could be Pilates, yoga, it could be a light run, it could be a walk through the forest, but things that are giving yourself grace. And the idea of an ideal body type has been replaced with learning how to be more present and mindful within our own body's fitness. This development is also allowing fitness to be more inclusive for those who struggled before to be fit or were intimidated going to class or trying to get into a workout. This gives you grace as well. Low impact exercises like swimming, cycling, walking, and yoga also put less stress on the body's joints, reducing the risk of injury and chronic overuse problems. Additionally, this can be a great choice for those in post-rehab or recovery phases. Sometimes when when you're working out during the week, you got to have a restorative recovery day that brings you back and allows your body to heal from all the efforts you put on it on the other days. Ultimately, low impact exercise not only fosters physical well-being, but also long-term sustainability, making it a valuable cornerstone of a balanced fitness routine. Again, I don't think it's a trend. I think this is where we are. Now, this is a trend. We're running. I don't know if you can see the little video or not, but the guy's running backwards. You might have seen this trend, might have seen someone do it at the park, and you might have scoffed at the ludicrousy of the exercise. But there are very real benefits to backwards running, and that's what's gaining traction. This unconventional form of exercise challenges both the body and mind in new ways, requiring heightened focus, coordination, and balance, while engaging different muscle groups and helping to improve spatial awareness. Backwards running is also a lower impact alternative to regular running, reducing the strain on joints and the hamstrings and lowering the risk of injury. Again, just something to consider. And now let's talk about AI. This is, really becoming a bigger part of life, not just fitness, just life. The integration of artificial intelligence and technology is revolutionizing the fitness landscape. Professionals are increasingly leveraging tech solutions to enhance the knowledge and understand clients better and track program progressions. But there are some controversies. AI fitness coaching apps create personalized training programs based on your goals, the type of workouts you want, and the equipment you want to use. Unlike ChatGPT AI, which uses enormous amounts of existing data to predict the next word in a sentence, these apps take an individual users' data and employ algorithms to create personalized workouts based on the user's experiences. As you complete workouts, the app customizes your next training session, incorporating feedback you provide about how you felt and your performance, how long it took, how much work you did, and how much, say, weight you lifted if you're lifting weights. Many of the apps also integrate data from fitness wearables, think fitness trackers, smartwatches, heart rate monitors, etc., including tech that can monitor heart rate, calories, sitting time, sleep, and more. That can interact with AI programs. And in the last couple of years, fitness apps have been incorporating more complicated blends of heart rate, mileage, calories burned, and this has allowed AI to create new workouts. So between your fitness apps, between your own reports and conversations, so to speak, with AI, it takes all that information. You're telling it, yeah, I did this workout today. I was able to do more. I did this workout today. I could barely finish it. It takes this information. It looks at your heart rate. It looks at how long you worked out. It looks at whatever else, oxygenation levels, whatever other data is available to it, and creates workouts, continually improving or tweaking them for your personal body. Some of the apps to consider on your phone: Freeletics, Fitness AI, AAPTIB, Aptiv, Fitbot. I can put these in the chat, but if you're interested in doing some kind of AI based workout that's really centered to you, these are all about $100. They do cost, but they can be, give you quite the motivation and progress you're looking for. In the future, AI training apps could collect even more data. Things like eye dilation and oxygenation levels. And so there's just more stuff as are these apps and trends and whatever. They have stuff you put under your skin surgically that can track everything. So it's just more and more options to know how we're operating. Maybe we might not want to know that much. AI fitness apps are useful for exercises if you're familiar with the movements an app might suggest. And if you're self-motivated, it's a cost-effective way to get a customized training program and shake up your routine. What AI does exceptionally well is determine sets and reps for those who are lifting weights. But if you've never squatted, or if you've never bench pressed, or if you've never done certain exercises, it's best to learn those movements under watchful eyes before engaging in an AI fitness program. Gamification. I think this is pretty much straightforward. We got into the gaming thing. It was only natural that there would be evolution into the fitness world. And some of the top, and I wish I put them there, some of the good metaverse gaming options are called Supernatural, The Climb, and Beat Saber. And they combine upbeat music, high-intensity workouts, and virtual coaching to create an engaging and fun exercise experience. And so, it's just something different to do. You can put those gaming headsets on, and you can be in the mountains of the Himalayas, running up a mountain. You could be on the beach. You could be anywhere. And the games provide, opportunities to knock things down and punch things and do things. So it's just a real fun way to work out. To do this, you're going to need a headset, which transports you into that environment, and you're going to need some games. Headsets can be anywhere between $200 and $300. Games, $20 to $30 a piece. But it can be fun. But if your kid has it, hey, you already have a set. You don't have to worry about buying it. Next one. This is the last one we're going to look at. And this is very interesting. Biohacking. Biohacking is a term people use to describe do-it-yourself biology. Biohacking involves someone making incremental changes to their body, diet, and lifestyle to improve their health and well-being. Also known as human enhancement, biohacking ranges from efforts to improve brain function to faster weight loss. Some types of biohacks are safe, and others may pose health risks and produce varying results. E.g., consider intermittent fasting as a biohacking option. Technology-based biohacking like smartwatches and Fitbits provide people, with a wealth of data about their bodies, allowing them to tweak their health and improve athletic performance. Some of the biohacking focuses are lifestyle. This category involves making positive health and behavior choices, as well as embracing ways of life that activate the biology of performance and longevity. This includes dietary shifts, breath work, meditation, and exercise. Molecular biohacking involves the use of natural and synthetic molecules that can help shift one's biology. Taking supplements would fall into this biohacking category. It incorporates small particles that have some kind of effect. Think of vitamins, minerals, and peptides. Biologics. Biologics is another focus of biohacking. And they're cellular products that are meant to improve or enhance biology. They can form as some sort of human cellular material, and they can be small little bundles of DNA, proteins, and growth factors. These are taken either ingested or injected, like stem cells, or delivered intravenously. Think of the IV drips that a lot of these wellness locations offer now. Some biologics require prescriptions from a healthcare provider, and others don't, like medical IV therapies that I mentioned. Technology is the last area of focus on biohacking. In this category, devices like wearables and diagnostics like blood sugar monitors are used to gather data about the body and its functioning, so an individual can use that information to adjust their health as they strive for improved performance. Technology also includes red light therapy and cryotherapy. Well, actually, that's more molecular. But anyway, these are all, I don't know if you've heard of red light therapy, stem therapy, cell therapy, cryotherapy. They're all kind of this new wave of being more, say, involved with how your body is going to progress. You're doing things to it that should improve or enhance its ability to live long, its ability to deal with immunity, etc. Not all proven, but this is a trend for 2024. So this year's trends appear to be more fine-tuned as technology and the need to go back to basics intersect. And we've seen both. We've seen the Tarzan, we've seen the Pvolve, trying to mimic how we do our everyday, exercises, our everyday life. And we've seen technology, and we've seen some of these biohacking options. Trying something new might be the elixir you need to get your health to the next level. One note, any program should be based on your mental, emotional, and physical ability to engage. Start any new focus in moderation. And this is my info. I didn't say much about myself, but Nita Perkins, I provide employee wellness programming for Durham County, and I also have a company, Benny Girl Healthy Lifestyle Branding and Communication, focused on the healthy life, particularly for women of color, to deal with health disparities. And that's my email, both for the county and with Benny Girl. And I'm going to stop sharing. Here we go. So, when I'm going to take myself, let me move my, oh, I was pinned. I wasn't, I'm sorry. I hope you guys saw me. I didn't spotlight. So sorry. Anyway, any questions? Any? She'll pass on that one. Was that the 75 hard? Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of different things out here. There's something for everyone. You got to know yourself. But if this is what you need, whatever, that's going to motivate you to be your best self, to exercise, which is at the end of the day, movement is the goal. However, whatever that means to you, then have a go. Have a go. And if there's no questions, or if you'd like any of the sites that I've mentioned, especially for the AI based workouts, I can provide that, or you can Google yourself, but that could be something worthwhile to try for 2024. So if there's no questions, let's see, what would be the best exercise to strengthen your core? Oh, Pilates. There's no other option. Let me spotlight here. Pilates focuses on the area from the rib cage down to your pelvis bone. Right. I can't really show myself here, but rib cage down to pelvis bone. And so it focuses on the most inner muscle that wraps around the spine, the transversus abdominis. That is spinal stability. That is what allows you to use the right part of your body to do the things you're doing. If you're bending over to lift something, you don't want to use your back. You want to be core focused. If you're going to reach something up, again, if you're squatting, be very mindful. You don't want to use your knees. Focus in. You want to use your core to stabilize. And these are the kinds of things that give you longevity and allow you to, do a lot of things for a very long time. And so, yeah, we do Pilates on Tuesdays, beginner at 1 o'clock, Wednesdays, 12 o'clock at the fitness center at HSB. And we do a Friday virtual one that's open to anyone who would like to attend, whether you're at the county or not. So anyone can attend that. And I'm glad that you thought this was very informative. I find every year that, the ideas of ways to tweak, there's always innovation, and there's always maybe a better way to do something. Tried and true is good too, but it might be something that say, that's for me. This particular Pvolve is for me. High rocks. I've always wanted to. The thing that motivates me is to be competitive and run in a race, and try to improve myself around other people, and be very doable. I mean, being able to break it up, that high rocks series, so that 1 kilometer is doable. Doing the squats and burpees is doable. Then you turn around and go, you feel like you've accomplished something in a way that fits your mindset of being competitive. Other people, not so much. So again, what's for you? It's always something even different.
Is High Rocks like using a Peloton and stuff like that?
No, High Rocks, no, but you can use, Peloton does have their own sort of competition. I think I don't know if it's a competition against others, but they do have some new program. Let me see. I did have that in here. I kind of glossed over it, but
that's what I was visualizing when you were saying it. I was just thinking, what they do on Peloton or whatever. Not that I have one.
Hold on. Here it is. So major fitness brands have tapped into this and this is the gaming perspective when we talked about gaming. And so Peloton has something called Lady Break, which is a gamified achievement-based workout experience, which imbues an added feeling of accomplishment. So that is Peloton's contribution to the gaming side or the competition side of its workout, which apparently is probably more individual.
Mm-hmm.
High Rocks is basically they have these sessions. I don't know if you can do them individually and just zoom in to where others are, but everyone has to do the same thing. And again, I want to say that you have to attend events, but apparently it's global, and you just have to be able to run the race and do the exact exercise that everybody's doing, whether it's burpees, whether it's pushing a tire, whether it's push-ups, whatever that physical exercise piece is, everyone has to do it the same. But you're comparing yourself against others.
Gotcha. Thanks.
And I don't know if there's any High Rocks sessions here in the area. But that's something that's kind of a meetup thing because you never know where there's going to be a High Rocks where you say, oh, they're doing over here at I'm trying to think of the gym at the Y is doing a High Rocks in their gym. I'm going to sign up and go and do it. You know, so it might be just that pedestrian is to joining those sessions wherever they are.
Gotcha. Thanks.
And I think that's it. Like I said, hopefully there's something for everyone. And I will see you next year. I will see you next month. But I will see you next year with Fitness Trends 2025.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Happy New Year's, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Same to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.